Party on, party people, let me hear some noise. BC's in the house, jump, jump, rejoice. There's a party over here, party over there. Shake your hand in the air with your derriere. These three words when you get busy.
What are you doing?
Man, Al Bell is gonna be here. I'm getting pumped listening to some of those jams.
I know, right? So you're doing lyrics to songs.
Al Bell.
Yeah, man, I know, but you can do that later.
But you're gonna
later.
Well, there it is. It's the best part of the song.
The moves that you're doing on purpose, sing like a sing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you, pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
And now a man who's a bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
I'm only talking about Jason Suel.
Yeah, welcome, folks. Man, the band sounds good. Woo. You sound good, guys.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Later with Jason Suel, Entertainment Television with Heart. So glad you are tuning in. I do think I should point out that we've got some new faces in the band.
Every week?
It's true.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're always here.
I play with these guys all the time.
You are the most consistent member of our band, but we got Garrett, we've got Derek, Chef Steve Brooks joining us today in the band, as well as our band leader, Jason Radcliffe.
Oh, I'm the leader.
I think so. I think you are.
Today.
You need to tell Owen that.
I do. Hey, so did everybody have a good Thanksgiving right after Thanksgiving? Yes?
Yes, I did.
Ate all the delicious foods?
All of the foods.
Yeah?
Even the not delicious food. It was just there.
What do you think, Bo, is your most favorite, thing to eat at Thanksgiving?
Oh, man.
Yes.
Pie. Mac and cheese. Pie.
Man, sounds healthy.
You know you can do that every day, right?
I do.
Every day is Thanksgiving.
It
with Bo
is.
Counts.
Give thanks.
Give thanks. Speaking of giving thanks, we've got things that we should give thanks for on this episode today because, man, we have a great one coming up. So I am really excited about our guest today. You know him from Stax Records, Motown Records.
And most of my childhood.
Most of your childhood. He's the McElroy Professorship at the University of Arkansas. That's right. I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more Al Bell. Oh, there we are. Absolutely. You can do that really well. You should do it more.
On this show, I
yes,
know.
because all of the jokes deserve crickets. So our band, we had a lot of fun with the Downtown Livewires in Bentonville. This was a little while ago. We went to Haxton Road Studios and we filmed 3 music videos with them. So this is the second of those music videos that we're going to roll out. And they sound phenomenal. If you don't know them, stick around later in the show and you're going to be wowed by what they do. And then joining us down there at the chef's table, we've got Chef Stephen Brooks. So, Chef, what are we going to be cooking up at the chef's table today?
So, I got to bring the best for you guys. I'm doing a beautiful smoked prime rib. Man, I'm hoping that it got cooked to the perfect temperature for you guys. But I love to smell up the room with garlic and shallot. So we're going to do a real nice vegetable for you as well that'll go along with it. I hope you guys like it. It's made especially for y'all with love for sure.
Did you say prime rib?
That sounds delicious. This is the perfect post-Thanksgiving portion of meat, is what we're going to have, more meat.
Just after Thanksgiving, more prime rib.
That's right. Also, Chef, you're all over the place today. I love it. You're in 2 places at once. You're phenomenal. How is that even happening? It's magic. That is absolutely magic. And then we're going to send it over right now to our great friend, the lead singer of the Downtown Livewires, Roger Thomas, talking with us about a new nonprofit that's starting up right here in Northwest Arkansas. And then stick around, folks, because we have more happening later. So, Roger, there's a new nonprofit that I need to know about. Tell me about this new nonprofit that you're starting.
Well, it was inspired by my oldest son, David. The thing that I would notice and talk to my wife, Sherry, about when we'd watch TV and watch news channels, is we would notice that the local animal shelters were always underfunded, and they looked like they were in disarray. And of course, if you don't know, and I think most people do, but Bentonville is now looking at doing something with an animal shelter as well. Through ideas that David and I were talking about, we started thinking about an idea of how can we raise money for animal shelters. There's 9 in Northwest Arkansas, in Washington County and Benton County. What we're going to do is we are going to go to these animal shelters, and we're going to find out, hey, what do you need right now?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you need right now? Have you gone out for bid for what you need right now? You know, just what do you need? And then after we get that answer, we'll ask about long term. What do you need long term? But right now, that mission, the mission is pretty simple, and we feel that we can make a positive difference quickly. But then I was playing music at the former 225. A solo gig that a lot of these folks come to around when I get to play around Bentonville. And a lady came up beside Debbie, and of course, you know, Bentonville allows dogs everywhere.
Right, of course.
And so there was a dog, and so this lady, she just zeroed in on it, and she went for it. So after the set, she told me that she said, you know, gosh, just last week, she said, I was working with a group, and she didn't have any idea that David and I were working on getting a nonprofit started called Northwest Arkansas Animal Rescue Shelter and Adoption, which NWAR said that will not be the final name.
Just rolls right
yeah,
off the
that's
tongue.
right.
That's
Yeah,
really
right,
easy.
right. But anyway, so she told me about her and another group of people who were trying to get funded by certain charitable places to get funded, and it didn't go through.
Okay.
So Paige and David and I started meeting about this vision, and we're going to do it.
No, man, that's great. Yeah, you are.
That's it.
Of course
Anyway,
you're going to.
yeah. Northwest Arkansas, the people that I know, the culture and the community that we're in right now, it's once in 100 lifetimes.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Roger Thomas and the Downtown Livewires.
Sam's Furniture doing good. Shine a spotlight on your neighborhood.
We're here at Sam's Furniture in the Lounge, and I'm with Cherry Rodriguez from Saving Grace. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so Saving Grace is a home in Rogers, Arkansas, and we serve young women who have aged out of the foster care system or have found themselves homeless for a number of reasons. We seek to break the cycle of poverty with these young ladies through life skills education and mentorship.
If somebody wanted to get involved, how would they get a hold of you?
Yeah, we prefer that people would come in for a tour so that they can see firsthand what God is doing at Saving Grace and in the lives of the young women that we serve. And you can figure out how to get a hold of us at our website at savinggracenwa.org.
Saying grace. I can say grace.
It's not Saying Grace, it's Saving Grace, Jason.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Later with Jason Suel. We're joined now. I'm so honored to have you here. Mr. Al Bell joining us on the show, everybody. The crowd goes wild. That's right. Yeah. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Jason, I must tell you, it is an honor. I have seen your show, and it's humbling because I've been invited here by you. And as they say in the music world, you cold-blooded, brother.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
That is
He's
the
right.
the ultimate
right.
compliment.
Ultimate compliment.
The ultimate compliment.
All right.
Serious.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So you have an illustrious career that I want to talk about, all the things that you've done. But I know that right now you have some things happening right here in Northwest Arkansas.
Yes, I do.
Talk to us a little bit about why you are here in this region.
Well, I made up my mind a few years or so ago that what I wanted to do at this juncture in my life and in my living was work on building and creating a music industry in the state of Arkansas. Because many years during the time I owned Stax, I had thought several times and worked on even moving Stax from Memphis to Arkansas.
Yeah.
But what has bothered me all of my life, and that goes back to when I was 6 or 7 years of age, was that all of our great talent, and we have great talent in Arkansas,
Yes.
and that has come from Arkansas. Even Arkansans don't know about it.
Right.
That had to leave Arkansas to become popular.
Yeah.
And that makes absolutely no sense.
Right.
As great as this state is, and as great as the roster, if you will,
Yeah.
of talent over the years, regardless of what genre of music, or whether you're talking about comedians, whether you're talking about
Right.
television stars, radio stars, all from Arkansas.
Right.
Arkansans don't know about it, and the rest of the world hadn't been told about it. Well, I want Arkansans to know about it, the rest of the world to know about it, and be in a position where we have an industry where they don't have to leave Arkansas
I like it.
to go and become it.
That's
They
right.
can come it out of Arkansas.
Come and be it,
Be
right
it.
from Arkansas, right in Arkansas,
Yes.
right? It's so important.
That, and at the same time, have the rest of the world to say, if you want to be it, you know where you have to go?
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I like that.
We've been saying that forever.
I know. It's like the people that live here, we know that about Arkansas, but it's so true that to be noticed or to be picked up or to become popular, as you say, you got to go somewhere else.
Got to
to
go
do it.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I'm so glad you're bringing that to the state. So tell me, though, one more thing about what are your hopes for Northwest Arkansas? You're mentioning things that are going to bring to Northwest Arkansas. You're mentioning making Arkansas the place to be. What's kind of your hope in that?
Well, the hope is no longer just hope, it's a vision.
Mm-hmm.
I spent from December of 2016 until December of 2017 doing a self-funded feasibility study of Northwest Arkansas.
Interesting.
Now, I had been at first looking at Central Arkansas to build this industry, and it wasn't going to be as smooth as I thought it would be.
Right.
And I was talking with my nephew who works with me and who's COO of Al Bell Presents, and he said, "Uncle, we need to go to Northwest Arkansas." Well, he knew Northwest Arkansas like the palm of his hand. He
Right.
played, you know, he was graduated from University of Arkansas, played with the Razorbacks under Lou Holtz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and his first marriage, he spent all his time here in Northwest Arkansas.
Sure.
I mean, he knew where every corn, every can was.
Every place to be.
Every place to be.
Yeah.
And he took me around, and I started looking and meeting people. I said, wow, it feels different in here in Northwest Arkansas. And it is night and day between here and Central Arkansas. And I say that objectively.
Right,
I
sure.
love the state, but I say that objectively.
Of course.
And after meeting people and seeing that, sensing the attitude,
Yes.
the willingness to work together, and the business people wanting to build an industry in here. They were saying music ecosystem. I said,
Right.
okay, great. But we got to get this music industry part going, and that's going to be what gives rise or becomes the catalyst that enables us to build a music ecosystem.
Al Bell, everybody. Al Bell Presents. Thanks for joining us again.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. Stick around. We got more happening right here later.
Our musical guest brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, presenting the West Street Live series.
I have to say, I feel like I'm on vacation every day. Got a job I like, I play all night. Most of the time I don't forget to pray. The kids all grown, they're on their own, and they have nice things to say. Far and near, friends are here, I need them, there's no delay. And when I think about how did this come to pass? When I think about how long will it last? Well, I think too much, I really should just enjoy this time, 'cause it's a good place to be. Like a lot of folks, I fell in love at an early age. We both like to have a big time. We thought we were all the rage. She wasn't 21, she wasn't even drinking age. It seemed like a good idea to get engaged. 10 years on our own in Tennessee. Ups and downs, we were young, you and me. Well, it all worked out, there's no doubt we paid our dues, and it's a good place to be. There are times, tough times, when troubles rise. But when they do, we move on through to the other side. So let's sit on back, relax a little, and enjoy this ride. 'Cause it's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. Yes, it is such a good place to be. It's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. Such a good place to be.
If it's meat or it's pie, gonna get a food high with Chef Brooks.
Yes, Chef Brooks joining us on the show. Chef Brooks,
Y'all got a special drummer sitting over there, man.
Do you like that
He's
guy?
doing pretty good over there.
doing a good job. He's doing a good job.
Those drums sound
He
real
sounds
good.
good. You're all over the place, man, and you've brought in something special for us. So what are we putting together today?
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
Happy
you know,
Thanksgiving to you.
It's been a great week. We've been at the beach, and
Yeah.
so, man, I started cooking 30 years ago
Yeah.
in a big kitchen, and we did turkeys for everybody. You call
Right.
in your order, you'd get 2 or 3 or however many you need for
Yeah.
your family.
Turkeys
We'd
on
cook 'em all.
turkeys on turkeys.
My first day on the job in a kitchen, they brought me a pallet of turkeys and a big Lexan filled with mirepoix, carrot, celery, and onions.
They were
And
going to see if you were going to quit, weren't
my
they?
job was
Yeah.
to study. Yes, it was
Oh,
a
man.
test, Bo. Absolutely, it was
Oh,
a test, man. And so, hey, I'm still here 30 years later
Yes.
doing my thing, man.
Right.
So,
But
no more turkeys.
no more turkey.
no more turkeys. We have prime rib.
Hey,
Yes.
that is my kind of Thanksgiving.
That's
like it.
typically what we do at my house is
Yep.
steak, man. Just because there's so many, I don't want to talk about turkeys anymore.
Typically, we go straight to steak.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, and so we got the steak. It's all smoked, man. I spent a little time smoking that bad boy.
Yeah.
You
so
got yellow things in the pan.
I went to Brightwater and
Yep.
stole some really good
Yeah, you
golden
did.
beets, real good golden beets right out of the ground.
Beets like
I love that we have that resource.
Beets, yes.
We have the resource of Brightwater in the community to provide stuff.
You
like
bet,
this,
and,
so it's
and
awesome.
they love being able to show off this cool
Don't
stuff
they?
they're growing out
Absolutely,
there. The
yeah.
next thing I want to do is add those tomatoes just
Yep.
so they can start leaking out a little liquid, and the onions as well.
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Okay.
throw in
My
the
eyes
onions.
are about to start leaking some liquid.
No, you'll be fine, I'm telling you.
Oh,
It'll be
man.
worth it, even if they do, Bo, because.
Seasoned with bow tears.
But Bo, isn't that color beautiful?
Oh, what are
on
you putting
that?
in there right now, Chef Brooks?
Salt and pepper.
Salt.
We're gonna be using
They
salt.
love
We
So,
love it.
Just a dusting of salt and
Just
pepper.
a dusting. And now you're putting in the greens.
Putting in the greens, and I'm gonna add just a hair more butter.
Oh, yeah,
to that.
more.
Little
Can't beat
fresh,
that.
More.
little fresh,
More butter.
This is good for me to realize that, you know, dishes that taste well have a lot of color in them. Usually at my house, it's kind of just a tan orange color.
So we're just making decoration for the table, and then we eat the meats,
And then
right?
you eat meat, absolutely.
Okay.
Just want to sweat those tomatoes out just a little bit more.
Yep.
Melt that second thing of butter in there, and you're good to go, man.
Man, this looks delicious.
Easy money.
Easy money. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna plate some of this this steak.
Yes, we are.
Put some of that with it.
Yes,
Can we
are.
cut that? Can we just see what it looks like?
I
You
bet
want me
we
to cut
could.
it?
I wanna
yeah,
see
go
what
for
it
it,
looks
man.
like.
You
On
got
the
a big knife there. We
inside.
might
I
as
do
well.
have a big knife. So the
What's on the inside
trick
of the
is
counts?
with this is to cut off the fat cap.
Okay.
That's what this guy, you want to cook it with that.
Right, 'cause
Just
it
for
adds some
flavor.
flavor.
Yes.
And then you put that fat cap into the vegetables, right?
And if you want to, buddy.
I know how to cook.
Bo's nothing if he's not all about
Fat caps. A nickname in college. Oh man, holy!
Look at this.
Oh,
I can see it. You
Can
kidding
see
me?
how that
Are you
looks?
kidding me?
Look
Can
at
you see that up
Look at
above?
that.
I just want to shrink down and lay on it.
That worked out beautifully.
It did. This is awesome. Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Absolutely.
Enjoy yourselves. Be
Yes.
safe.
Stick around. We got more happening later. What do you got going on here?
Breakfast, dinner, lunch,
Everything.
all of it.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. Send us an email at laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we leave this show, we got to make sure to thank our guests, the amazing Al Bell.
And Stephen Brooks for this prime rib.
Absolutely. And Roger Thomas and the Downtown Livewires.
And Stephen Brooks for those tasty beats on the drums.
That's right. See you later, alligator.
Oh, after a while, crocodile.
Let's eat.
Yes.